The crowd going crazy. Then third round knockout, bang.
Oh, and here comes the bomb. What a performance from one of boxing's pound-for-pound queens. Look at the intensity from Bumgarner. She wants to end this right here.
This fight is going to show the world everything.
Alicia, the bomb Bumgarner.
July 15th, the fans will get a taste of what I've been wanting for a very long time. This is what I've been waiting for.
You can see the fire in Katie Taylor. Look at these two guys! Big right hand from Dillian White. That was the war. Sensational finish. Doesn't get bigger than this.
This is the moment. The stage is set. The final chapter is ready to be written.
What a victory! And his dreams have come true.
Your winner by unanimous decision.
What racing!
Ruthless from Barcelona! It's Barcelona's night. It's Barcelona's year.
Всегда хотелось именно раздавить соперника.
I'm very aware of how lucky I am.
The resume has been sensational.
All I wanted to do was play football.
Women's teams have always been used to playing in the club's smaller stadiums. Playing at Glasgow and Camp Nou means everything.
If you give girls the opportunity to play, they will show up.
I really turned into someone who doesn't even resemble the kind of person I am.
The career of one of the all-time greats is all but over.
Nice comeback.
Wow, that's what it's all about.
A win will put Kelly within touching distance of a shot at the world title. Oh, nice right hand there for Kelly. The unbeaten Corzo will be a tricky opponent for the Brit.
It's all going down in Newcastle.
You don't want to miss this one.
This is it. Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz, live only on DAZN pay-per-view, August 5th. A legend of the MMA game, ready for war against a global superstar. Set to bring the pain, to silence the haters, and leave one victorious. Like it or not, this is the most explosive fight of the year. Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz. Ready for war. August 5th, live only on DAZN pay-per-view.
Get it all out. Get it all out. I know it hurts.
I wanted to have fun.
It was fun, Wade. It was fun, and we've still got souvenirs. But Kingpyn's over.
Guys, what's happening?
We're just Wade's he's struggling.
Why? It's happening.
Kingpyn's over.
It's happening.
What do you mean?
It's happening. Now. It's happening now.
Happening right now.
We gotta go.
Okay.
It's now.
What?
Let's go.
What? Let's go.
Come on, guys. We've got a show to start.
This is... Wade, it's really...
We get to have fun, Andy.
When did all these people get here?
I'm just trying to have some fun.
Wade, Wade, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun.
The fighters are back there. We're here.
What's happening? What? Is
It's
this
here.
When did this get here?
Told you.
The people, Andy.
What people?
Everywhere.
Ring. It's all
Wait!
here.
We're gonna have fun.
Let's go.
We're gonna have fun.
Come on, Andy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we made it.
The 3 Arena is about to come alive. And look, Like a phoenix from the ashes, Kingpyn has risen up. Andy Shepherd here, great to be with you here with the All Access. Lauren Alexis is going to be getting the gossip all night long. And then look, the king of the breakdowns himself, the R-rated superstar, Wade Plem. Guys, we've got here.
Yes.
Kingpyn continues, and tonight we're going to take one big step forward to find out who truly is the best influencer boxer in the world.
Me go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Countdown, levitate. Going up, elevate. Watch me demonstrate. On time, never late. I grind, celebrate. No pump, fake, hesitate. I been scoring every day. Champagne, Perrier. Say, go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them.
Tonight is a night the influencer crossover boxing scene has been waiting for. The semi-finals of the Kingpyn high stakes tonight. Wait, look,
come on, I'm
you want to
ready.
get in there yourself?
He wants to be in there.
Whoa, keep the suit on for a little bit.
It's a nice suit.
Look, guys, it's been a tumultuous few weeks. Was this going to happen? Was this not going to happen? Even we were surprised a few minutes ago. But look, we are here.
Yes.
Wait, how does this drama affect the fighters coming in?
I just want to start by saying, in the words of the great one, the man we know as one of the greatest in pro wrestling, The Rock would say, finally, Kingpyn has come for the first time to the 3 Arena in Dublin. Listen, this moment, Andy, is not only for the Irish people getting their first influencer boxing event, but for the fighters themselves, the semifinals. Now, it's not just hype. Now it's how good are you? You're going to have to show it in that ring tonight.
And look, Lauren, you've been here all week. You've been around the fighters. You know so many of them on a personal level. What's the atmosphere been like building into tonight?
Just the pressure has been getting worse every day. Honestly, it's getting so much more tense. Even I'm feeling it, and I'm not even stepping in that ring. So I imagine a lot of these fighters are nervous for tonight. They're going to walk out here. They're not going to expect it. The atmosphere tonight is going to be crazy. And I'm excited to see.
We talk about the nerves. We just walked out here now.
Yeah.
And the doors are just open. Fans are filing. Actually, do you know what? After about 5 minutes, there's already quite a few people in there. And look, even it feels different, man. The 3 Arena, Ireland. There's a feeling in the air tonight,
Listen at us, man. Even our voices, our hands a little shaky. Yesterday you saw it with Jarvis on stage. He couldn't contain the excitement.
Yeah.
I barely can for now, but I don't know how I'm going to react when the people start filing in, when the walkers start cracking the necks out and the chants start coming down. Ooh, vamos ahead, the whole thing, man. It's time now.
Look, we saw in London the atmosphere, and look, the Brazilians came out in force in London. They're going to be here even more so, I think, tonight. Combine that with the Irish contingent. Wow, and look, Lauren, we know all these people have got huge followings.
They do.
They are superstars in their own right. But let's be honest, the majority, social media superstars. This is a whole different kettle of fish walking out here.
It is. And you know what? All the influencers here, they've got egos that they need to fulfill. They've got fans and audiences and followers that they need to impress. But I think that's what we're going to see tonight. And seeing who's going to go into the final is going to be something that I think surprises everyone, because no one really knows how this is going to go.
All these matches from top to bottom, they're really, a lot of them are 50-50 contests. We've talked all week, haven't we, guys, about who's going to progress, who we think. It's hypothetical. None of that matters. The talking finishes tonight. Look, you can join us on DAZN from 7 p.m. tonight. You subscribe. It's included in your subscription. It's not on pay-per-view. Jump on now, subscribe so you can see these fights coming up. Look, let's talk about this tournament. Let's have a look at the bracket of this tournament, because it really is the thing in the influencer world right now that is going to define who the best is. Who is the very best? The women's, first of all, let's look at this. And coming into this women's bracket, it was only Elle Brooke who had any experience.
Yeah.
Look, wait, you break down these fights for a living. Yeah. How impressed were you with all of the women?
I mean, listen, we came into this thinking it's Elle Brooke or it's nobody, but as this tournament is going on, more names are starting to pop off the page. And when I look at it, the first one's Barbie. She absolutely made a statement in the first round, the only lady to drop anyone in her fight. And now she's looking to do it again versus another Brooke sister.
Exactly. We could potentially have an all-Brooke final, but also neither Brooke, including Elle, might make that final. Elle is going up against Julie Pocker, who is just pure brawn, pure aggression. How tough a test is that for Elle?
I think it's going to be her most challenging fight yet, but she knows that as well. I was speaking to her yesterday. She knows it's going to be tough, but she's prepared for it. So I'm excited to see her in there.
And she's not just fighting Julie. Just much like Kenny later on in the night, she's fighting the fans.
She has this audience here that they're not going to like her when she comes out.
Let's be honest about something. The fans will, in some ways, potentially influence this fight.
100%.
Andy, if I punch you right now,
please don't.
I'm not gonna, because you're looking nice. And Lauren wouldn't let
thanks,
me.
Lauren.
But if I did, and this fandom was all Wade and not Andy, and they made a sound, but you blocked it, that punch landed to them, and it might have landed to the judges. That's going to be a big deal tonight.
So much of tonight is how these competitors react. Again, Elle loves the attention, and she's used to it, but she's used to positive attention. How will she react when that happens? Let's look at the men's bracket now as well. And this, honestly, the level of competition we've seen in this men's division is better than anything I've ever seen within this scene. And we've got two scintillating semi-finals here. Let's talk about Jarvis and Gibb first of all. That's going to be our co-main event, and we've seen them all week. Lauren, there is, I mean, to say there's no love lost is a gargantuan understatement.
Yeah, no, there has been love lost. And not only between the two of them, but even back home in the UK, you know, Gibb has made quite a few enemies coming into this whole fighting boxing scene. And I don't think...
How is it the ego?
I think it's the ego. And I was reading the comments yesterday, which I'm reading all the comments, guys, so
deep in the comments.
Make sure you're commenting. But I was reading it yesterday, and everyone was saying they want to see Gibb get humbled. So I don't know what the crowd's going to be like tonight when both Gibb and Jarvis walk out. Is Jarvis going to get a better reception? We have no idea. But it's going to be good to see.
All I know is that Gibb was channeling Drake this week when he was saying, I got enemies, got a lot of enemies, got a lot of people trying to drain me of this energy. I'm telling you now, I'm just saying, that man has been on demon time the entire week. He doesn't care who it is. He's pointing out every of the semifinals.
If there's one person I think will be able to block at everything, I think it's going to be Gibb. He's coming so focused.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He's looked at everybody and said, I want you. I don't care who comes out of the other side of the bracket. I want you.
He doesn't care what he loses. He has nothing to lose in his head. So
look, we've also got a scintillating main event. We've got King Kenny and Whindersson Nunes. Before we talk about that, let's take a deeper look at those two.
My name's King Kenny, record is 3-2, and I fight out of trenches boxing.
Meu nome é Whindersson Nunes, eu sou de Bom Jesus, no Piauí, e eu tenho... Quantas lutas eu tenho? 3 lutas, 2 vitórias e empate e uma derrota, né?
I fought in the Kingpyn quarterfinals, my mate Nate, and he got knocked out in the second round. After that fight, I realized, you know, I mean, I already knew I had power, but that knockout was kind of a mistake. I didn't mean to just knock him down like that, so imagine if I just put some like proper power and technique behind it. It's gonna be a problem.
Nas quartas de final desse torneio aqui, eu nocauteei, nocaute técnico, né? O Filipek, polonês.
So Whindersson is a Brazilian comedian, and I think he started crossover boxing a few years ago. That's pretty much all I know about him, and he's got a massive following in Brazil.
Eu vou lutar com o Kingpyn, né, que é um lutador do Reino Unido. Ele é um bom lutador, tenho certeza que é um cara muito mais carinhoso. Tenho certeza que ele é um cara muito mais carismático que o polonês, né? Mas eu tenho treinado muito também, estou bem preparado e vamos ver o que é que vai acontecer.
In this fight, I'm going to make Whindersson very uncomfortable. He hasn't been in there with someone who's going to try to take his head off.
Bom, nessa luta eu vou fazer o que eu venho fazendo já há muito tempo, né? Eu tenho treinado desde a base, agora acredito eu que estou em um nível melhor, então eu vou tentar mostrar um jogo mais técnico, mais bonito também, apesar de ter muita gente de todos os países, de vários países assistindo esse torneio. Tem muitos brasileiros, né? Então tem muita gente que está me assistindo, vai ser transmitido lá no Brasil também, então...
Whindersson, acabou para você, muito pequeno.
Oh, I tell you what, goosebumps on my goosebumps, and those guys aren't even in the building yet. Hey, wait, let me talk to you first about that one. A worthy main event?
I don't even know what Kenny just said right there, but I just had a whole shake, man. A rabbit ran over my grave. Something happened there. But Kenny in the main event, first time, obviously a big step up for him and potentially a big step up in competition.
Is it a big step? Because we talked earlier in the week, I questioned, is this King Kenny's toughest test? And you said, no, I think Sensei was.
I mean, of course, I'm going to ride with my boy, Face Sensei, the breakdown team.
Hey, Sensei. How you going, brother? We miss you.
My guy there, but he's going to be here the next time. Obviously, that's his biggest competition. But this is a step up from the last one, right? My mate, Nate, again, his first time under the bright lights. Winterson Nunes lives under the bright lights.
He does.
This is his moment. He understands what all this is.
If this atmosphere is not going to faze one person, I mean, it's going to be Nunes. He is a stand-up superstar. He's used to walking into buildings and getting, thousands of people cheering his name, and that's going to happen here tonight. And we talked about Kenny. Is tonight all about Kenny, how he reacts to this atmosphere?
I think it could be, When he does his walkout and he's stepping into that ring, depending on the crowd's atmosphere, I think it could throw him off. I could be wrong. Maybe he's prepared for it. But in the last fight, he had the fans on his side. Based on what we just saw after Winderson came up, the fans here are here for Winderson.
Yeah, look. We've been to so many boxing events. You don't see people coming through the door just after they open, and this place is filling up quickly.
Yeah.
Look, Wade, you spent some time with Nunes, who's been in Ireland for some 6 weeks training for this fight. The guy could be at home making millions of bucks. He's here working. We know what we're going to get from Kenny. We've seen the footage. We know how he's developing under his coach and brother Daly. It's going to be a nice, beautiful, clinical performance. What we don't know is what Nunes is going to bring.
Listen, Winderson Nunes has one goal and one goal only. It's not even to win or lose for him. It's to showcase his ability. But through that, he's going to walk right forward, Andy, and he's going to look to that body continuously. Then, when that body opens up, so will the head. He's going to come down here, boom, work upstairs. He's trying to chop down a tree. Kenny's the tallest guy in the division. He's going to have to.
Now, we know anything can happen tonight. We know anything can happen moving forward. But that main event,
yes,
Nunes, Kenny, do you think whoever wins that one is the favourite, or is it the other side of the coin, the Jarvis Gibb one? Who do you think marches forward potentially as the favourite going in?
If Winderson wins tonight, he's going to be the favourite going forward. I really think that. And in his words to me specifically, he said that tonight's atmosphere is going to be crazy and he can't wait to show the arena that he is the king of influencer boxing.
We talk about the atmosphere affecting people, how people sink or swim in these deep waters. And
he's going to swim.
There's no doubt. I think that Winderson Nunes will deliver above and beyond what even I think he will do tonight. And look, guys, that is a fantastic main event. But you've got a lot of favourites here, haven't you?
I do.
Not favourites.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite in this tournament?
At the moment, female-wise, Elle Brooke. I'm going to say Elle Brooke. And Barbie.
Okay.
Elle Brooke and Barbie, definitely. But I'd love to see them two in the final. Maybe I can, maybe.
You've got a lot of gossip you're going to be getting. So look, I'm going to send you off. Go and find out the gossip, because me and Wade can't.
I'm going to go see my favourites.
Me and Wade can't. We haven't got access like that. Lauren gets all access. Me and Wade, we don't even get a dressing room.
It out here,
Mate, I don't know. I got changed in the toilets. Figure it out. Hey, but look, we talked about one semi-final. Let's now take a closer look at Jarvis versus Anisson Gibb.
My name is Ali Al Fakri, but people know me as Anisson Gibb, aka the Big Gibber. I'm 5'1", and I train at a gym box.
My name is Jarvis, 2-0 record, and I train in the Mayweather gym in Las Vegas.
So in the quarterfinals, I faced Austin McBroom. Both times I faced him, he has not seen the final bell, went to A&E. Semi-finals is FaZe Jarvis, and I'm likewise going to do the same to him.
I went on to fight in the Kingpyn quarterfinals against Tom Zanetti, and it was a third-round stoppage TKO. I learned in that fight that I can really take a punch in 10-ounce gloves, keep moving forward, and up.
Jarvis is a come-forward fighter. He's aggressive, he's got intent, he's got the will to win, but I'm going to take away that will and I'm going to break his confidence slowly.
When I get in the ring, I'm going to humble this man, and I'm coming for his nose, and I'm going to break it into pieces.
He can try, he can aim, I'll be away, I'll be evasive, and I'm gonna make sure I hurt him. He's gonna get hurt in that ring. I can 100% guarantee you that.
In this fight, I'm gonna outbox him, all 5 rounds. If it goes that far, I'm looking for a KO, 3rd round.
Right now, FaZe Jarvis, you've had a good run, but you're coming against Big Gibber right now, and you're about to get smoked.
When I win this fight, King Kenny, Winderson Nunes, it doesn't matter who it is, I'm winning this tournament.
I mean, if you weren't excited before, how can you not get excited about that one? A fight in which both men genuinely dislike each other. We were there at the weigh-ins and the press conference yesterday. What did you read between those two?
When it takes just a little bit to set anybody over the edge, you know there's some personal animosity there, and this isn't just competition. Families are involved now. We got Gibbs calling out Jarvis's family. Both guys saying, I'm going to meet in the center, and you're going to take the first back step. I'm not the coward you are. Someone's getting hurt.
You think we see that, or we think that's just words at this point?
I honestly, I think we do, because egos are now involved. Guys have gotten too deep in. It's going to be who's the smartest boxer, but that might be determined in the fight.
If they do stand in the center and just trade, who does that favor?
Gibb is a smart boxer. He has more experience. He shouldn't get into that game, but Jarvis has been training with one of the best camps in the world, the Doghouse. We talked about it all week. Floyd Mayweather doesn't teach that. He understands the game. Otis Pimpleton doesn't teach that.
That fight.
Sometimes, Andy, it doesn't matter. Sometimes it's just personal.
And that is a very personal co-main event we're going to see here tonight. But this month, there is so much boxing coming up on DAZN.
You can see the fire in Katie Taylor. Look at these two guys! Big right hand from Dillian White. That was the war. Sensational finish. Doesn't get bigger than this.
This is the moment. The stage is set. The final chapter is ready to be written.
What a victory! And his dreams have come true.
Your winner by unanimous decision.
What racing!
Ruthless from Barcelona! It's Barcelona's night. It's Barcelona's year.
A win will put Kelly within touching distance of a shot at the world title.
Oh, nice right hand there for Kelly.
The unbeaten Corzo will be a tricky opponent for the Brit.
It's all going down in Newcastle.
You don't want to miss this one.
This is it. Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz, live only on DAZN pay-per-view, August 5th. A legend of the MMA game, ready for war against a global superstar, set to bring the pain, to silence the haters, and leave one victorious. Like it or not, this is the most explosive fight of the year. Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz, ready for war. August 5th, live only on DAZN pay-per-view. Live only on DAZN pay-per-view.
Well, wait, we done a repo up here to the Kingpyn ring. This is
relocation.
This is where the action goes down here tonight. I'm told it's the same size ring as the one we had last time. It's
tiny.
It feels small in here.
And you go in that corner, and I'm still sticking my jab out, and I'm still touching you, bro.
There is nowhere to run this ring. What kind of fighter does that favor?
Again, what did we just talk about? Who wants to meet in the center and take the first back step?
Is this the spot where Gibb and Jarvis...
Listen, we're fighting for the crown. Cameraman, get it. The crown is right here. This is what you're fighting for.
This is what it's all about.
This is Kingpyn high stakes, that right there.
When we talk about, let's talk about the women first of all. Let's talk about Barbie. Does this favor someone as tall and rangy as Barbie, or yeah?
Absolutely, because, well, listen, it can, but if you're Elle or if you're Emily, you're a little bit shorter, so you do want to push the pace. You want to try to get inside. A smaller ring doesn't give a lot of room for someone to run, but Barbie, as we saw in the last fight, isn't running from anybody. And she's ready to sit down on shots and throw them off the back foot.
We talk about that main event as well, Kenny versus Nunes. Two very different styles. We saw the Cuban-esque movement of Whindersson Nunes. It worked well for him against my mate Nate, but against Felipe. Right. But this is a different opponent. Will he be able to move like he did before?
What Kenny has really done well is keep guys off him. Be able to use his jab, slide, stay on the back foot. Again, a smaller ring, it doesn't allow for him to do as much of that. And for Whindersson, all he has to do is find a way around that jab, and all of a sudden, he's where he wants to be.
So this is a ring that Whindersson Nunes will like.
It benefits the smaller guys here if the bigger individuals want to keep on that back foot. If they want to engage, big guy always.
A fight we've not touched on yet is Aaron Chalmers versus Kiefer Crosby. Two guys who want to throw down. Aaron Chalmers, of course, a reality star and mixed martial artist, against Kiefer Crosby, who is... I worked with him for years, and I'm scared.
You already said to Aaron in your face-to-face, said it on the press conference as well, said, listen, mate, you and Floyd Mayweather, that was an exhibition. This is an execution.
Well, will it be an exhibition? Well, won't be that. Will it be an execution?
No, come on, Ed.
The more Guinness he drinks, the better he gets at this. But hey, look, this is the ring. It's compact. It's going to be a firefight in here tonight. You can catch us live on DAZN. And look, I tell you what, DAZN is the place to be all month.
Lightning speed by Garcia. You can see the fire in Katie Taylor.
Look at these two guys.
Big right hand from Dillian Whyte. That was the war. Sensational finish.
Doesn't get bigger than
this. The crowd going crazy. Then Thuron knockout, bang.
Oh, and here comes the bomb. What a performance from one of boxing's pound-for-pound queens. Look at the intensity from Bumgarner. She wants to end this right here.
This fight is going to show the world everything.
Alicia, the bomb Bumgarner.
July 15th, the fans will get a taste of what I've been wanting for a very long time. This is what I've been waiting for.
This is it. Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz, live only on DAZN pay-per-view, August 5th. A legend of the MMA game, ready for war against a global superstar. Set to bring the pain, to silence the haters, and leave one victorious. Like it or not, this is the most explosive fight of the year. Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz, ready for war. August 5th, live only on DAZN pay-per-view.
A win will put Kelly within touching distance of a shot at the world title.
Oh, nice right hand there for Kelly.
The unbeaten Corzo will be a tricky opponent for the Brit.
It's all going down in Newcastle.
You don't want to miss this one.
If there was ever a time to subscribe to DAZN, it's tonight. But tell you what, we've got a little free wild card fight for you. As Ben Williams takes on Black Paddy. Let's hand over to our MC, Huss.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kingpyn High Stakes Tournament semi-finals, live here at the 3 Arena in Dublin, Ireland. Brought to you by Kingpyn and sponsored by PixBet. This international influencer tournament continues to find out who is the pound-for-pound best influencer fighter. Tonight's action is sanctioned by the ISKA. Supervisor in charge, Paul Nichols. And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for our first wildcard bout of the evening, scheduled 3 2-minute rounds. And now, making his way to the ring, Black Paddy.
Never little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Ding down, they just think they yard. Never little wannabe gangster trying to play hard.
Well, Malcolm, I guess that is Black Paddy there, and I'll say this: Wade Plim here, Malcolm Martin. We are ready for Kingpyn semifinals. And yesterday, Malcolm, I was on stage with Black Paddy. The man was ready to go then. He was throwing kicks in the air. I was holding him back like Jack did Rose in the Titanic. There was a lot going on, man.
Well, his real name is Fabio David. The nickname is pretty obvious here. He's Irish, he's Black Paddy, and you can see he's a real character, Wade.
He definitely is. A man of the people here. I wonder about the experience actually boxing, because entertainment, it goes so far as the ropes of the ring, and then from there, you got to be able to throw some punches. We're going to see.
He's got a certain type of movement there. You've got to hand it to him.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent making his way to the ring. Please welcome Ben Williams.
Now, Wayne, there's a story behind young Ben Williams. He's 19 years of age, boxed as an amateur when he was younger, and was well rated, but injury forced him to quit. Now, he came back last year for a genuine charity match, really to raise money for charity.
Amazing.
He's got the bug again, and he's in here. High stakes, Kingpyn boxing. What a way to come back. And is that a poster boy or what? When you see that smile.
My goodness, that's a Ken doll if I've ever seen one, man. Put him on a poster in downtown Dublin right now, man. Unbelievable. And you're right, he has some skill here as an amateur. Again, everybody looks good until we get in there and someone gets punched in the face. You have to be able to actually fight, no matter how good you look, no matter how good you dance, like Patty just did. It's a fight.
But you also mentioned the entertainment factor. When you look at this young man, the first thing I think is you can market him.
Superstar. Got superstar written all over him. If he's got hands to back it up, Malcolm, we're in for a treat.
3 2-minute rounds, 14-ounce gloves for this wild card bout.
When you have those 3 rounds, Malcolm, there is no time to feel out, especially in 2 minutes. This is going to be let it rip from the rip. Let's get this one going.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds, and it's sanctioned by the ISKA. Timekeeper at the bell, Barry Delaney, and the third man in the ring in charge of the action, referee Owen Doyle. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing the red and white, his official weight of 156 pounds. And tonight, he is making his debut, hailing from Dublin, Ireland, Black Paddy! And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, his official weight of 159 pounds. And tonight, he is also making his debut, hailing from Dublin, Ireland, Ben Williams!
All right, lads, before procedure instructions in change room. Keep it clean, touch gloves. Next time we see we're fighting. Best of luck to both of you.
So Wade, Fabio, the Black Paddy, exactly 10 years older than his young opponent, both making their debut. We've seen the moves again from Fabio, but once that bell goes, this is a very lonely arena.
And it right now is looking like he is in deep, deep water, maybe without ideas of how to swim, because I don't like the way those punches are coming out already, Malcolm. A lot of happy feet.
And again, look at his blade. Look at his
right hand.
He's hurt. Wait,
yeah,
he's
already. That might be, Malcolm, that might be it. That might, I don't know if I want to see anymore if that's the reaction off the first punch. Ben had some big time power, but man.
But also, when you saw Fabio's body from the waist down, the way he was holding himself even before he got hit, that's not the measured, confident stance of a boxer. And I think you're right. I think Ben's going to come in and look to finish this.
Yeah, this thing might have 10 more seconds at max left. If Ben throws another right hand that lands, we could call this one a bit early.
To be fair to the young man, 19, he's taking his time. He's not rushing. He's not getting overexcited.
Yeah, I do want to see Ben handle a little bit of a wilder style here, which it's not going to take too much, as we're already seeing. That's it. We're going to wave that one, it looks like.
That last right to the body, it was just perfectly placed. Ben's not happy himself. I mean, obviously he's trained for this. He's in great shape. But Owen, our referee, he saw that right to the body, Wade, and that was it. I think we're going to get some replays here to see. I mean, Paddy, fair play to him. It's his debut, he got in. But we said before, once you're in there, it's a very lonely arena.
It's a different game, man. It's a different game. That was, as we like to call in the States, light work, Malcolm.
And you can see Ben, he's talking to the corner there. He's stalking his man. He's got his guard up. It's a beautiful left hook.
It's a great left hook, but the guard is basically not there. It's unfortunate for Ben because I know he wanted to get in and work, but that's a nice left hook and a big right hand behind it. Fair play to Paddy for taking that one.
He didn't even see it coming, though, did he? No. That was the problem for him. And then watch the right to the body when he finished it. There.
Yeah.
The knee that's a giveaway sign. That knee coming up. And do you know how I know it's a giveaway? I've been there.
Come on.
And I've been teased for it. It's a when they say knee-jerk reaction.
That's what it is.
You have to be punched there to know exactly what they mean.
Absolutely.
This young man, the body, the looks. I know we need a tougher opponent. No disrespect to Paddy, but he could be the perfect future in this. Look at him.
I agree, man. Listen, he's got all the makings of a guy that we want to see in the influencer boxing scene. Got a following, got an amateur background, got the look, has some skills as well, Malcolm. So while this wasn't a test for him, I do want to see him in one. Bring him back, man. Let's see this kid again.
I agree. Great start for this young man, Ben Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 1 minute and 4 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by TKO, Ben Williams!
Look, some sportsmanship there, Malcolm.
Well, I think Paddy knew what he was possibly up against. He's applauding the crowd. He's had his moment in the sun. He's had that moment, but this young man now needs another level up. Not maybe too much, but another step up to see if he's the real deal.
Yeah, he needs a couple of steps up. He needs maybe the next elevator floor up because no disrespect to Black Paddy, but I don't know what that was. I want to see Ben in a proper scrap. That's why I'm saying get him back. The kid looks like he's got something. I want to see him again.
Some of the attributes we already saw was the fact that he didn't rush. He didn't get carried away when he called his man. He's 19. He didn't have that young rush of blood to the head. He stayed very composed. When he got the win, no jumping on the ropes, no flying about. In fact, he looked to his corner to say, I wanted more.
Yeah.
These are attributes. This says to me that a young man mature beyond 19 years.
Absolutely. And listen, we're in the influencer boxing scene, Malcolm. This is the crossover thing. I guarantee you I can pull up Twitter right now and there's probably 5 or 6 people already looking for a matchup. But I'm telling you right now, Ben might be the guy because those are some heavy shots. I don't know how many people want to call out that specific man. But again, you see a decent level of sportsmanship there from Ben, but I want to see him back in.
And again, dropped his body weight, put the shots in, he put everything behind them. There was just little signs we saw there that says, watch this young man. So, and we have Andy now with Lauren.
Hello, guys. Wow, that was short and sweet. Were you impressed by Ben Williams?
I was impressed. You know what? I was impressed at the open workouts. What did I rate it? 11 out of 10? That must have been a 12 out of 10. I've got to be honest.
I've got a feeling.
I was at ringside. I was like, I've got to watch this one.
I've got a feeling he's going to be sliding into your DMs pretty quickly. But look, Lauren, you've been running around. What's the goss? Tell us what's going on.
You know what? So we got another wild card fight coming in a second.
In a minute, yeah.
Dollar Deck running around. Where's Golden Boys? Where's Golden Boys? Going in all the doors. He opened my door. Where's Golden Boys? I was like, that's not me. I mean, don't come for me.
He has no perception of personal space. We saw that yesterday at the press conference.
Yeah, poor Andy.
It's on a microphone. But look, we've got the women bracket coming up next, and we've got Elle versus Julie, 2 of the strongest women in this entire tournament. And look, people are saying, and I think I agree, this is the toughest test for her. Would you?
I 100% agree. Her most challenging opponent. You know, she had Faith Ordway recently, or, you know, a few months ago, and that, I think, was a very easy fight for her, but Faith let the nerves get to her. This time around, I don't think Julie's going to let the nerves get to her. She's got those fans in here. Look how full this arena is already. We've had one fight.
This doesn't happen at boxing events. You don't. People come for the main events. Hey, but look.
Yeah, but you should get here at 9 p.m.
Let's talk about. Let's take a little closer look at Elle versus Julie. Oh, we haven't. So we're not going to take a closer look at that.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to take a closer look at that. Let's talk about it a bit more. But that one, Elle came in here as the favourite.
She did.
If she
I think
wins
she
this,
still
does
is
she
the
move forward?
favourite.
Even against Barbie?
Her versus Barbie, I think, would be more challenging than her versus Julie. I'm going to be honest. I think Barbie is one of our toughest opponents on the female bracket. you know. But also, can I say, she's the toughest. The makeup scares me a little, but she's the sweetest person I've ever met. Like, every time I see her, I get like a cuddle.
You're breaking,
she's so cute.
You're breaking the fourth wall. Hey, but
So
now I'm told
cute.
we are going to take a closer look at that fight.
I'm Emily Brooke. I'm 1-0. I'm training at Guildford Boxing Club. I started at the start of April. I've been doing it just over 4 months now.
I'm Barbie36. I'm 21. I'm fighting out of Australia. I'm 1-0, soon to be 2-0, and I'm ready for my next fight.
I had Amber O'Donnell in the quarterfinals, my first fight. I won by a landslide by the judges.
In the quarterfinals, I fought Whitney Johns, and I f***ed her up. So.
Well, it's time for another wild card back. Dollar Deck, who's been pacing backstage, versus Golden Boy. So let's hand over to our MC, Huss.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our second wildcard bout of the evening. Scheduled 3 2-minute rounds. And now, making his way to the ring, Golden Boys!
Now, Wade, you talk a lot about the world of influencer boxing. You know it inside out. And one of the things guys do is they'll try and make an impact. They'll try and get noticed. And you've seen this firsthand with Golden Boys, haven't you?
Yeah, listen, outside of even just yesterday, we were at the press conference, the weigh-ins, and he was looking to fight on stage and making some gun sounds and motions. I don't know what was happening there, but as specifically as that was, he was also a guy years ago now that was jumping into a ring at one of the previous Kingpyn iterations, trying to get in and fight in street clothes, Malcolm. So I don't know what this guy's thinking, but listen, we got him in now. He's got gloves on, he's got a mouthpiece, and he's ready to go.
And this is what it's all about. This is how you make your name. This is how you make your reputation. But now, he's got what he wants. It can be a totally different thing once you're in there, Wade, as you well know.
Absolutely. Here's the thing. Like you said, he got what he wants. He thinks it's a good thing for now, and maybe, just maybe, he's going to come in and show out. But the man standing across from him is Dollar Deck. And let's just say, if you got what you wanted, you may not want it in about 2 or 3 minutes.
I agree. Dollar Deck's nothing to be laughed at, and we'll discuss him afterwards when this young man makes his entrance now.
Listen, he's young. He's obviously very brash, Malcolm. A guy that wanted this spotlight is getting it. Now is his moment. Now is his chance to show us, why'd you jump in that ring? Why are you trying to make gun sounds on stage at the presser? What is the hype about? Why do you put a Z on the end of Golden Boy when you're one person? There's a lot of questions, Malcolm, but we're going to find out.
Oh, Wade, you think so deeply, brother. I'm just amazed.
I just got questions. I don't know. I got to find answers to these.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent making his way to the ring. Please welcome Declan Dollar-Deck-Kenna.
Now, wait, Dollar Deck, Declan Kenna, he is a real character. He's got MMA experience. He's got boxing experience. We talk about confidence from Golden Boys. Dollar Deck is a real character. But I saw him last time out. He was on the undercard of the Mayweather, and he fought the rising star, Jahan Ingram. That's a tough call, and for a man that is full of confidence and very brash, he was very humble that night because Jahan really won that convincingly. But there's still, I feel, a gulf of experience in that. And the fact that he was in with Jahan and he's now in with Golden Boy says the problem that Golden Boys might be facing.
Exactly what I was talking about. Listen, Jahan Ingram is referred to by Floyd Mayweather as the next Floyd Mayweather. So that's no shame in losing to that gentleman. And again, stepping in and putting on that kind of performance, you can see Dollar Deck's a man of the people as well. Let's not get it confused. Both men are here to put on a show. And one thing I do want to highlight, while he does have loads of experience more here than Golden Boy does, we're talking about a weight difference of 8 pounds in this fight. So Dollar Deck is up against it once again, but he's a man that lives for it. He's got the crowd behind him. This is his moment, in his opinion, to take out the youngster and show him what all that experience is about.
That's right, and we look at the different disciplines. It wasn't like he's a mixed martial artist that suddenly transitioned to boxing. He's done about an equal amount of both over a period of time. So we've often heard, oh, he's got experience. And then when you look, it's a vast amount of MMA and a little amount of boxing. It's not that with this guy. I think we will see, when I saw him against Jahan, very fit, very determined, disciplined. I mean, Jahan was just a different level. That's no disrespect to Deck, but I think against someone, when you bring those levels down, it would have been a very even playing field.
Absolutely. And again, speaking about even the playing field, you're going to have to, if you're Golden Boys, use that reach, use that size, because like you talked about, this isn't an MMA fighter just boxing. This man had trained in boxing before he got into MMA. Now, granted, there's time in between the sports and they're different, but he knows how to fight. He's not an MMA fighter, he's not a boxing fighter, he's not a judo fighter, he's a fighter. So whenever he steps in those ropes, he is going to fight. I hope Golden Boys is ready.
Well, we're going to find out very shortly, and that's the wonderful thing that I find coming into your world, Wade, of influencer boxing, is the risks these young influencers are prepared to take to further their career. And let's get it right for Golden Boys. This is a huge risk.
Massive, massive. And again, when you step into this ring, look at this. Golden Boy's talking to him a little bit. Come out of his corner. I mean, again, we talked about the kid, he's brash. Is someone going to separate these two? They shouldn't be that close before we even start the fight. Okay, a little bit of respect there, and then here we go. Now it's already there. Our MC might have to step in between because this one's already two guys just ready for a fight, man. Let's go. Now I'm intrigued. Let's go.
I will say about Golden Boys, very relaxed. It's a good sign.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds and is sanctioned by the ISKA. Timekeeper at the bell, Barry Delaney. And the third man in the ring in charge of the action, referee Tim Isley. And the 3 judges scoring ringside, Troy Holohan, Connor Doyle, and Jack Johal. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the blue and white, his official weight of 149 pounds. And tonight, he's making his debut, hailing from Leeds, United Kingdom, Golden his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the white, his official weight of 141 pounds. He has a record of 6 fights, 1 loss, 1 draw, and 4 wins. And 2 of those wins come in by way of knockout. Hailing from Dublin, Ireland,
Okay, boys, I gave you your instructions in the changing room, okay? Yeah. When I say break, break, okay? Good luck, guys.
So, Wade, as you'd expect, huge support for Declan here at the 3 Arena in Dublin. But you also mentioned the weight difference. Look at this, 22 against 34, 5'1", 5'6". Reach not much in it, not much between, but look at the weight difference. This could be vital in Golden Boy's favor.
Crucial, crucial. He's going to need to have something. The experience factor's just not there, so he needs something. That weight, use it in that clinch and behind those punches.
So round 1 of 3. The favored man, obviously, Dollar Deck, Declan Kenner.
I like already, though, the way Golden Boys moves, man. Very light on his feet, bouncy. Hands are down, very brash. Like I said, confident. Switching stances already, too, Malcolm.
I often worry about overconfidence at this level when it's your debut. When you come out on your debut, dropping your shoulders, dropping your hands like you're a mini Floyd Mayweather,
right,
and you realise this is the man's debut. All I worry about is when Declan finally takes that 1 extra step closer and is in total range.
And we've already seen the check left hook come out from Declan already. And you're seeing a little bit of the old man game right there. There's a little experience there from Declan saying, listen, don't overextend. I'll catch you in this clinch and throw some dirty boxing in there.
And that's the thing, Wade. When it reaches a certain range, you've got to have something a bit different. Floyd is one of those rare people. He's one of those gifted ones that can, even when the range is cut, do that. And all of a sudden, look, the right hand started to come up from Golden Boys, and he's working behind the jab.
It's good level change there from Golden Boys. Nice jab that he's sticking out, though, like you said, Malcolm. And again, I'm interested to see this kid's patient. You even saw him a second ago mocking Declan. Look at nice right hand off the back foot there as well. Okay, we got something here, Malcolm.
He's adapting, and he's going to have to adapt more because Declan, what he needs to do is cut that range and ask questions when he comes in like that with that looping right hand.
Yeah, big looping shot there. Declan's staying very patient so far. Again, we're going 3 rounds, so there's not a ton of time to just feel out. You really got to get going, but he's patient. He's working behind a couple of punches there, and another right hand gets through, though, from Golden Boys as Declan just kind of blitzes into range.
Yeah, I feel that blitzing into range is right, and it's the wrong thing he's doing at the moment, because if he stays calm, Golden Boy is open when he comes in like this. But you're actually right, his brash approach is paying off. He's actually stealing this round.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of things here in this first round. You saw 3 or 4 different stances, 3 or 4 different offense to defense transitions. I'm really surprised by this young guy. That was a great round.
Well, I'm always wary when they come out like the new Floyd. But as you said, he's able to back it up off that back foot. The right hand was wild, and that's where Declan needs to capitalise. But as you said, he blitzed it rather than come in with that more experienced demeanour. This is where,
in the first part of the round, Declan had to calm the young man down and say, you're not just going to throw whatever you want in this part of the round. But that's when, again, the young man settled in, started to throw some shots off the back foot. Declan, again, a little bit blitzy with the coming forward attacks, but both guys had some success in round 1.
And you and I have discussed on a number of occasions when we've been commentating, especially in influencer boxing, we love someone that can box off the back foot.
Yes.
Not often seen as much. And just a couple of little hints there from Golden Boy. If he sticks at this with the right training, those right hands came off naturally off that back foot.
Absolutely. I think he's got a lot in the tank here, but I want to see Declan step on the gas a little bit here in the second round. I think this is his time to really push the pace and no more feeling out process. Let some shots go here.
And I think he needs to think about his range here, Declan, as well.
Again, you're seeing a lot of games. Nice check left hook again from Declan. Hey, nice movement in the clinch there, though, from Golden Boy. Some shots over the top, a right hand. Man, referee's really letting him work in there, isn't he? He's letting him work right now. I like it, though, man. Let him fight.
He's impressed me. He was cool beforehand. I felt he showed a calm demeanour, and he's showing it again here. Although, as I said, I don't like the dropped hands. He's very focused. His eyes never left Declan.
It's clear to me, Malcolm, he wants to bait out those shots, right? He wants to bait some shots out from Declan. That's why the hands are low. That's why he's doing a little bit of the brash, kind of stepping forward. He wants those shots to come out so he can counter. Right now, he's having to lead the dance, and Declan wants to counter. So they're both playing that chess game right now, and both guys are having some success. And again, nice check left hook from Declan.
It surprised me that Declan is playing that game. I think with the experience, you'd want to put the young man under pressure. You want to say to him, I'm the boss here, I'm the more experienced man, you're going to have to learn from me. And I think it's all to do with the range Declan is allowing Golden Boys to box at.
Yeah, on the jab. Look at that stance, too. Very relaxed, dictating pace, and now he's moving forward. But you see, that left hook is just checked and ready to go from Declan. He just wants to throw it. He's waiting to throw it. And there it is. He wants to trigger it every single time. If you're Golden Boys, you see that coming. Let's throw some feints in there, then let's do it.
He just did there, Wade.
Yeah.
And what he's subtly doing is he's subtly keeping the range where he wants it. As you said, the pace as he wants it, which surprises me against his more mature opponent.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Every single exchange in the second and really the first round has been led. Nice right hand there from Golden Boys. And some uppercuts there. Beautiful shots. But he's been leading the exchanges, and he's been having the success doing that. Wow.
I'm surprised at Declan's tactics here, because he should have sussed by now that he's allowed the young man to get into a groove. He's really allowed him to set the pace, set the range, and he got away with that. A long looping right hand. You've got to punish him.
There's some nice check left hooks here from Declan as these wild looping shots come in. But the problem is there's not enough of that.
Exactly.
There's not enough, because here is where we're seeing some decent exchange back and forth. What we're not seeing is the capitalization from Golden Boys just with his jab. And those are round winders, right? When those things are that close, those jabs at range will win you the round.
I've got him 2 rounds up, and that surprises me, because if I was in Declan's corner, I'd say, let's show this young man what he's got himself into. Let's show him what he's up against. Let's show him the experience you need. Rolling those shoulders, close the gap, snap in closer. Instead, he set the pace, he set the range. That's maturity, and he's doing it again.
Absolutely. He just let a right hand go there that looked super sharp. There's Golden Boys on the front foot again and sneaks a right hand through once again.
That check left isn't enough from Declan at this point in the bout.
Unless he lands it flush on the chin, Malcolm, he needs a little more.
The young man's just stepped in with no guard and thrown a right to the body and landed it. These are warning signs for Declan. He must now let the combinations go and not let him dictate the range. Look, he's forcing him back. He's dictating the pace, the range.
I love it, man. And that's another nice check left hook, but it's not enough. And you're seeing, again, what we talked about with Declan is actually happened for Golden Boys. This round, he started with a high pace, and he's starting on the front foot, not just with the jab. He came out combinations early. He's the one looking like, I'm going to take this round and make it decisive.
It's a level of ring control.
Look at this.
It's a level of ring control and confidence I wouldn't expect from a first-timer. Now, he's riled the crowd. Declan shook his head, but he hasn't shown him that it's not the right thing to do. He hasn't punished him. He hasn't said, you're not getting away with that. He's got away with it.
Yep.
His confidence is sky high, and rightly so at the moment.
Now you're seeing Declan look to maybe go Philly shell a bit there and then go high guard, but he's got to be able to throw some counter shots here. He's being dominated at the pace and the space. Everything right now is dictated by Golden Boys.
He's simply not aggressive enough. He's been reactive, and it's not worked for him. This is the perfect debut for Golden Boys, because let's be honest, it's not just the fact that he's winning the bout, it's a scalp. It's a guy that's had much more experience.
Stabbing jab, look at that. Beautiful work there. And again, he's there and then he's not. He's dictating the range, while reacting is Declan right now. Daladek has got to get it going in these last 10 seconds, or else this is going to be a runaway finish, it feels like, here for Golden Boys.
For the first time in a while, the demeanor was backed up, Wade. This is the thing. His demeanor, his calmness in the corner, his going to the opposite corner and talking, and now look, the body language of both boxers says it all, Wade. Yeah. It says it all.
Yeah, there was a fight there, won by one individual, and unfortunately, without the motor to go for Daladek, maybe a loss there for him, unfortunately. But you have to give credit to the young guy.
If I'd have been a betting man beforehand, Wade, I'd have said to you, look, the easy money is on a victory for Declan. Maybe not within the distance, but I'm going Declan all the way. And this young man, from the moment he walked in, he gave you the idea that actually this is going to be different. That is not going to happen. We then said he had to back it up. What did he do? He controlled the pace, the range of the whole bout. That's an incredible debut.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it more now. Declan just threw a short little left hook there as a kind of congrats. That might have been one of the more cleaner punches he landed, and the fight's over. So, like I said, Declan was doing what he thought was the best game plan with an aggressive young guy coming forward. Just was not enough, in my opinion.
No, you're right, Wade. You mentioned the check hook. It's a great tactic, but it wasn't working enough for him across the whole round.
There was no follow.
Exactly. He came in, and then Golden Boys was the one that actually followed. He switched and started to push his man back. The thing that's amazed me most is the subtle ring control he showed in his very first bout.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, we are, I think, still waiting on the judges' scorecard, which
this worries me.
Could be a little interesting. Could be a little interesting here. I haven't seen a judge hand a scorecard yet, so taking a little more time than usual. But if we do look back on the fight, there were some moments, right, for Daladek. It was the check left hook off the back foot, but I saw a guy in Golden Boys controlling space, using a beautiful jab upstairs and down. And then in that third round, who had more pace? Who came forward with more aggression and more intent? That was what it looked like for me, was a guy that wanted to win that third round versus not lose it.
I agree 100%. And the key was that last 10 seconds when you heard the bang.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecard. And your winner by majority decision, Whitney Golden Boys.
Wow, that's another wild card battle.
Yeah.
Tonight here in Dublin. But do you know what? Now we go to the zone. If you've not subscribed, please come and join me, Lorna Alexis, Wade Plem. We're on the zone for a stacked card here at Kingpyn.
News. The X-Series 008 card has been announced. 4 fighters. Only 2 fighters in the ring. Every man for himself. Last man standing.
Welcome to Misfits, baby.
What you're seeing has never happened before.
Survivor tag.